Good morning. Morning, morning. Happy Wednesday. It's time to get real. Good morning. Today we are talking about the E in real for eating and exercise. Good morning, good morning. The E in real for eating and exercise. And today's topic is BLTs. And I'm not talking bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwiches. I am talking bites, licks, tastes, and sips. Okay, bites, licks, tastes, and sips. So do you ever find yourself just like taking a bite of this or grabbing a quick bite of that or mindlessly eating? You know, maybe at a restaurant you're taking just a couple nacho chips or, tortilla chips, just a couple, or just a couple bites of the bread, or just like a couple of the Cheez-Its off your kid's plate, or just a couple of bites of pizza, or just a few almonds, or just a couple of this, or just a sip of that. I was always good for this. Like, I'd never order my own French fries at a restaurant ever, because that would mean I have to own the fact that I'm choosing to order, eat, and pay for French fries myself. So I would always just take French fries from someone else's plate, because then they weren't mine. So dumb. But so BLTs, all these little bites, licks, tastes, and sips, do you realize how much they're adding up? So if you are at a point in your health and fitness, in particular your weight loss, because I know that's what a lot of us are concerned about, and you've reached this plateau where you're stalled and you just can't figure it out because most of the time you're eating your healthy food, maybe take a look at what you're eating and not accounting for, which is typically those bites, licks, tastes, and sips. And so it can have a big impact over time. So these little small things that we do can end up having a big impact. And just like small steps lead to your goal, small steps away from your goal, will lead you backwards. And you almost won't even realize it. And so I did a little calculation. So we have one of these, I don't even know what this is. My daughter and her boyfriend Nolan went grocery shopping last night, and they have one of these Think high protein bars in the house. And I'm guessing it might be sort of healthy. It's got a protein blend. It's got, oh no, it's got some no, I don't like this. Anyway, it's not the worst thing ever out there, but my point is this bar has 230 calories in it, okay? 230 calories. And I just guessed, I think if you broke this bar down into bites, it might be about 8 bites. So 230 divided by 8 is about 30 calories per bite. So if I were just to take one bite of this, it'd be about 30 calories, which 30 calories in and of itself is not going to be a big deal. However, 30 calories, well, let me back up for a minute. 1,750 calories equals a half a pound, okay? So you'd have to either burn or not eat 1,750 calories to lose a half a pound, or you'd have to eat or store 1,750 calories to gain a half a pound. So if you take your 1,750 calories, which would equal a half a pound, and you divide by 30 calories for one bite, that equals about 58 bites. So 58 bites, 58 30-calorie bites would equal a half a pound gain if you don't account for it. So you're thinking, I'm not going to eat 58 bites, licks, or tastes throughout the day. Well, no, but maybe throughout the week. I mean, that's only 8 a day. If you had a bite of this and then a couple of almonds and then just like a couple of Cheez-Its and then just like one fry and then just like a couple of nacho chips, no big deal. It doesn't even register that you've eaten. It is very possible that you can accumulate, up to 1,750 calories or more per week that you're not even accounting for. And that would equal a half a pound gain on the scale each week. So I want you today to start being aware of every single thing that goes into your mouth. You know those little mints that you eat, or the gum that you chew, or just the one bite of donut? That if you can't attribute it to anything else, that really could be holding you back from your goals and reaching this weight loss or this ideal weight or this good health that you're striving for. And let's be honest, we're not taking one bite of broccoli. We're not taking one bite of apple. We're usually taking a bite, like even like nuts, okay, which I think they're good for you. But if you don't account for them, nuts are very high in fat, very high in calories. And I mean, a quarter of a cup is 170 calories. So what's 170 divided by, let's just say an eighth. So that's 21 calories for an eighth of a quarter of a cup. That's like what, 3 nuts? So if you eat 3 nuts, you just had 21 calories. It adds up, people. So that's what I want your action step to be for today. Every time you take a bite or a lick or a taste, just make a little hash mark. A little hash mark on a piece of paper, so that you can see at the end of the day how many bites, licks, and tastes and sips that you're having to see if it might be keeping you from your goals. And then, there's something else I wanted you to do too that I totally just forgot. And then if you find that that's something that you're doing throughout the day, then maybe instead account for those BLTs first. So maybe if you're just find yourself just taking a few nuts throughout the day and not really accounting for it, why don't you measure out a quarter of a cup, stick it in a bowl, put that bowl on your counter, and then just take the bites of nuts out of that little bowl that you've already weighed, measured, and accounted for in your journal. And so there's no harm done there. You still haven't done any damage there because you are in control and it is accounted for. So maybe do something like that. And then your other action step for today. So again, the first action step was to put a little hash mark every time you take a bite, lick, taste, or sip, just to see throughout the day how many you're having. And then, of course, always like, comment, share, and subscribe. And come back at me or with me tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the A, or the achieving of your real life. And I have no idea what our topic will be. But we'll find out tomorrow. I'm off to work. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Peace.